Here we go. Here we go, boys. Episode 70. Tony, that's 69 plus one. We all know you like a little plus one now and then. A little like straight to the bar. Jamie Carr. She doesn't like a plus one either, I've heard, Tony. Now, we're not talking about the B&B. We're not talking about Mornington, big boy, Tony, but how excited are you? Are you on a scale of Mornington B&B or are you on a scale of Jamie Carr? Done dirt cheap. Big boy. Dirty
Jamie
D,
Carr,
big boy.
done dirt cheap, big boy. She's
Now,
going to
how
rise.
excited are you? How excited are you?
Oh, absolutely. Me pocket is just vibrating in me pocket because she's going to fill it up on Saturday.
Hang on. Is that your front pocket or your back pocket that's vibrating? Hey?
The back pocket, mate, and I didn't fart. It's just my back pocket's vibrating.
Now, Tone, she is our queen. We started this program because of our love of the queen of racing, Australian racing. And in my eyes, Tone, she's elevated herself.
She has, yeah. She's got right up there. She's definitely gone a step further, hasn't she?
Well, Taz, I don't need a role model. I don't need someone for little girls to dress up on Book Week to go as Jamie Carr, the rider. Holy shit. Absolutely elevated my eyes, mate, after the B&B. Like, what a fucking star.
Well, you did say she elevated herself, and she would have.
She would have.
And then she obviously came down with a thud after it all. She's back on Dirty Deeds. So
how good is that now? How good is that? First ride back, she jumps aboard Dirty Deeds. Done dirt cheap, big boy.
Done dirt cheap.
Will you be on it, Tone?
There we go.
How much you got on it, Tone? The fairy tale, the queen, the first ride back, Dirty Deeds.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen her make a comeback in Sydney to ride Big Boy Roy because it's back.
Big Boy Roy, Tony. Big Boy Roy.
Could you imagine Jamie Carr on Big Boy Roy? Tone wouldn't know what to do.
Oh, Tony. Oh, mate. He'd need to be an octopus. He'd need more hands.
Yeah?
He'd be
Big Boy Roy.
He'd be throwing the hand out. He'd be whipping. He'd be stroking. It'd be like an old victim mower motor. He'd be like, start me up, big boy.
It's an oxygen bandit on four legs, and anybody who backs that needs to be sedated.
No, don't get angry at Big Boy Roy, big boy. Don't get angry at Big Boy Roy.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to waste my money on that fucking spastic. I tell you that now.
Well, I don't think you can say spastic nowadays either, mate. But anyway, talking about spastics, where's Mardo?
Where is he? I think
where's the conductor?
He won. He had a winner, didn't he?
He's pumped himself up in the video, which we'll play very shortly. But the train conductor with more tickets than a Shinkan Sen train conductor over here for JR, Japan Rail, he's absolutely peacocking a little bit this week, boys, isn't he? Because we all lost. The conductor won. Mr. Worldwide. He's up and about, Polly Gray.
His first win in 50 weeks, isn't it, Taz?
48. And what I decided... 48? I mean,
right.
Like a lot of you guys, I don't know if you can notice this, but I promised that I wouldn't shave until Mardo got a win. And I've gone out to impress you, and you're not even here.
It wasn't a Movember thing; it was a Mardo thing.
No, it was a Mardo thing. I wanted to see how long. I thought I could go as Santa Claus this year because his form was going so good, but he proved me wrong.
Well, I reckon Mardo's one of those fucking orchids that only flowers once every 8 years and smells like shit. But anyway, well done, Mardo. Good job,
Mardo.
Big boy.
Well done, Mardo.
Well done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Talking about that, big boy, let's get right into it. And I know Tony, he's a bit, up and about Jamie Carr being back, and he's not just showing, it's not coming through the 2D screen that it has off camera. But talking about a little bit sad news this week. Some of my biggest wins ever, Taz, has been with a bloke called the Ruffy King. And I take you back to the magical days of the 18th of the 5th in 2019, when the great man himself, Ruffy King, threw out free Group 1 tips for free. Wow. And he threw out Canedna up in Durban and Dispatch in Mournful in the Goodwood. Dispatch drifted to $21 and Canedna paid about 10. So it was around 305 the double. Pez's had a lazy, actually, I was out having a win back in 2019. Tone, I don't know if you can do the maths, but I've put a pineapple on the double.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Thank
you, Ruffy King. The Ruffy King said sayonara. He's going to finish up in December. He sort of lost his way a little bit recently because he's been backing not Ruffies, and but he's been having a bit of a win too. But he's been having a bit of a loss. So I think he's had enough of the 8 years at the top. In my opinion, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, the Ruffy King has given up, and it's a very sad day for a lot of us degenerate punters out there. Taz, do you know about the Ruffy King?
I don't know enough about him.
Right.
But I am sad when someone like this does hang up their I don't know, their tipping pens and pencils or whatever you want to call them, whatever they're using. It is always sad. But you know what?
Yeah.
One door closes and another one opens.
Yeah.
So who knows? It could be, I don't know, the terrible tone tip or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Get on that. It could be, you know, I don't know, the premium
in the halcyon days in 2000 and 2019, our mate Huey, we'll call him Huey, old Hugh Hefner himself. I reckon he made over $100,000 just on the arcade tips. It was a magical autumn, winter, and spring by the great man. Like he was throwing out doubles at double figure odds on a regular basis, and he was only throwing out 2 or 3 tips at a time, and 2 of them were winning at a mate. Like it was magical. It really was.
So you reckon he won about 100K?
He won over 100K, yeah.
Oh, well done. And he probably lost 150 in the next 3 months.
No, not Huey.
No, I don't know him. I'm just joking.
Anyway, episode 69, Mardo wins. Well, back to basic. Kobe Rockstone.
Well done.
Oh, I've got him mid fucking slurp.
Jockey error. He's only got 1 strike left, Pari. He's only got 1 left. He's blown that one.
Well, Pez's push was a complete misread on the uninvincible was vincible.
Yeah, it was.
I thought it was going to go straight to the front. And I thought old mate was going to take him there. But anyway, Mardo's meeting Food Hedge. The Peaky fucking Blinders is under management from Mardo.
Oh, 1 in 48. There we go, big boy.
Hey, mate. Hey, is Mardo a biannual or an annual? I'm not too sure what type of flower he is.
No, guys, seriously, we've got to pump him up a bit.
Oh,
instead of these $1.25 favourites, he found a $5 winner. So give the guy some credit.
Yes.
Right, well done, mate.
Yeah, a $5 winner on a Saturday is pretty good.
Hey, we're talking about the Greek freak himself, Tassie, our mate, Al Carney, halved in betting.
They did. I moved markets. And you know what? We were stiff, to be honest. The one on the inside just got the better run.
Yeah,
that's all it was.
Just couldn't catch it. Yep.
No.
We're coming.
You could have got $3.50 the place, though. So I did say each way and even on the wheel, but didn't win.
Very rare in the quaddie. We usually go 3 from 4, but this week we went 0 from 4. So we've all moved. That's exciting.
That's it. Musical chairs.
Okay, let's get into the great man. He pumps himself up enough for us to sort of knock him down. That sort of tall poppy syndrome that we love in Australia. Winners, let's knock them down.
Hello out there to all the Polty pirates out in Cyberland. How are you doing this week? I hope you're all filling up. Well, actually, you can't because Marta was the only winner last week.
Oh,
boys, where were you? What were you doing? Oh my God, we've got over 680 followers banking on us, tipping into some sort of winner. And you can't do it.
Oh,
he roasted me 2 weeks ago, taking the absolute piss out of me. I'll come and back it up with a winner. But boys, if you're going to roast someone, you've got to be able to talk the talk as well. My God, where were you?
Geez, he's pumped his own tyres up there. He's taken 37 seconds to say how good I am. That's like Barney back in the day at Troppo's nightclub in Cairns with his little knock knees and pigeon toes, walking around with the shirt unbuttoned there with Barney getting a few half-fried drinks at Troppo's.
Oh, Peacock today. Oh,
Yeah,
geez, look at
yeah.
that.
He's got the feathers up.
He has. He's got the feathers up.
All right, let's see what he's got to say. I suppose winners are gritters, and
That's it.
losers can go to the Mornington B&B with Jane.
Hey, listen, put all that aside because this week we are going 4 from 4.
Oh,
All 4 of us are going a little bit short this week. That could be.
Mardo's done marketing or management 101 there. A little bit of sugar after the salt.
Beautiful.
Well, you'd know that working for the old government there, Tassie. A little bit of sugar goes a long way after a fair bit of salt.
It does indeed. And I tell you what, the salt still stings though.
I find a little bit of caution to the wind, or it could just mean, and I think this is the case, that the bookies have just found the good things, same as we have. And anyway, 4 from 4 this week. Marta's meeting 2 veg. I'll wrap this up real quick. We're going to Ascot, race 5, Comfort Me. Chased home Western Empire last start, and that's no mean feat. I mean, nothing was going to beat Western Empire, so anything that runs second of that is going to bring form out of that race into the next. Massimo's going to be up forward.
Massimo's going to be hard to run down.
Hold them out over 1,200 metres, but Comfort Me. Mitch Pateman on board. He's 2 from 2 with this horse, and this week he should make it 3 from 3 with a nice, sweet little midfield sit and come over the top of them all late. Pikey, I like Stage Man, but he's going to get all the way back, and Pike just sometimes misses the kick from the back of the field. So let's write that one off, and we're going to go with Comfort Me. Nice price. Get on for the win. Good luck, and have a great weekend.
Well done, Marto. He can't be here. He might be dropping in. We might have a little special guest at the end of the show, but we never know. Comfort Me, Mitchell. I don't mind it. I'm a bit scared of Massimo sort of stealing a break on him and just being too tough at the end. But I tell you, and you never know with Pikey, is he going to pike it or is he not? You know what I mean? Is he going to give it the peach, or is he going to give it the Linda Meach, or is he going to give it the old, I'm too far back and I'm going to miss? Who knows? Marto, well done.
Yeah, well done, Marto. But can I just say something? I like it.
Mm.
I like the way he's talked it up. But if it doesn't win, I'm sure he'll need some comfort. So Comfort Me could be a 2-week type tip.
Right.
One for this week because he's putting it out. Yeah. And next week he might need some comfort if it doesn't win. So, Marto, please win because I love your 4 from 4. Well done, mate.
Well done, mate. Well done, mate. We'll give you a golf clap, Tone. Now, Tone, I know you're a big fan of Marto. You must be pretty excited he got a winner last week.
Yes, it was good that he got one up there for us and kept the flag flying, so to speak. But, yeah, this week, 4 from 4, absolutely. Absolute certainties this week. Absolutely. We get the Christmas coin tomorrow. Saturday.
I think Tone's just thinking about Jamie Carr a little bit too much. He's all a bit docile, the big boy. He's like a big bear, just waking up from a hibernation. And,
every time you say the name, have you notice that Tone keeps getting out a hanky?
Yes,
he starts wiping away all his drool.
He starts to straighten up a bit. Oh, there he goes. He's going to get into the Pepsi. He needs a bit. He's a bit.
See?
Pepsi.
Oh, Jamie. Oh, I tell you what,
the only honest jockey in Australia.
Tony, you'd have to get on Tone for the Quinella with Jamie every time because he'd always be sitting behind her. I don't think he'd be wanting to get in front of her too much. But anyway, here we go. The great man himself, the Fister, going back to his second home and his second love in Sydney. I like it.
I am indeed. So
I'm going to back it so it won't win.
Oh.
But
no, you can't put that sort of poison on it. But look, it is a Waller horse. It's second up, and it's stepping up very quickly to 2,000 metres.
Yeah.
Now that said, it's had 4 weeks off. It is a distance type horse, and I think he's got it right. This horse, if you go back through its form, actually ran in a Doomben Oaks. Yeah, if I'm right. No, Queensland Oaks.
Yeah,
it ran in a Doomben. Yeah, it was in some group races as like a 3 and 4 year old.
Well, back in 2019, it was a real.
That's right. So
superstar.
The pedigree is there, and I just think, like a lot of good girls, because it is a mare,
right?
She's ready to show her best. Wet track won't matter. Dry
Right.
track won't matter.
There we
Dawn
go.
the Night can sit, can go forward. Even the jockey that's on at J-Mac,
Mm.
he's I think he's 3 from 5 on this.
Mm.
So that's the one. Get on. What's
Okay,
the
well,
market?
Slip. I don't mind. It's a tough little race, but they all are at this sort of time of the year because they're pretty consistently, there's no real on thunderstrucks there ready to count the rupee in the last pound. But anyway, I think, you're a very honest champion. It's not a bad horse. It's a Polly Gray, it never not tries. So I reckon you're going to be all right. Okay, now, Tone, we've got a bit of a question for you, mate. Now, I know you love going to the regional tracks, like, for example, if we go to Ballarat for a Saturday meet. Now, where does Pakenham sit in your metropolitan meter, big man?
Down near the bottom with the rest of them.
Right.
What?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're not a fan of taking the carnival after the carnival? We're going to go to Pakenham for the Pakenham Cup.
No. These country tracks, no. Doesn't do it for me.
So where would we go, Tony, if we don't want these country tracks?
Ooh.
Where would you want to go?
Oh,
Flemington?
Ascot, Belmont, Kalgoorlie even.
Kalgoorlie?
Yeah, hell, I think
Do they have jockeys there?
I think Tones failed his geography lesson when he was back in Tasmania because I think that's when they called Australia Van Diemen's Land. But anyway, Tone, we're missing our bedazzled little man, Gina himself, our man, little vagina. Barney, good on you, mate. He sent me a couple of videos of some kangaroos boxing the other day. Oh, Barney, he loves it. Anyway, is Pakenham a Metro track? Maybe drop a comment down below and let us know because Tony doesn't rate it at all. Pakenham Cup Day, well, it's a cup, so Marto's got an idea and opinion. And, of course, Tone, you're leading us off because you're not the W anchor anymore. You finally lost one, mate.
Yes, I finally lost one, and now I've got to stand at the front of the line.
All right, big boy.
What can I say?
Right, so you're on numbers 1, 6, 7, and 8. Give us your best.
Look, Jamie's back, but I'm not a ranting fan.
Well, don't tell Taz that because he absolutely, we won't say masturbate because it's maybe some kids are watching.
No.
He pulls himself over these silks.
Well, if
He loves
we
them,
won't
doesn't
say masturbate, but Tone, by you not liking it, it could create a masturbate.
Or
It'll
create a ranting if it loses.
That's it.
I'm going against her. I'm going with the other equal favourite, Ocean Beyond, with Coffee on board.
Okay. Anyway, so good luck. I think you got us covered there, but yeah, geez, a tough race, isn't it? There's a few ghosts in this race. I've been on Neighbourhood and a few times and Fine Dane and oh god, it's a tough race. Oh, don't.
I reckon he's got it covered though.
Yeah, he's got it covered. And who knows how Jamie's going to come back? She might just, as you said, Tazzy, win the first 3 legs of the quaddy.
Yep. Car, bang.
Perfect. Pez is pretty easy. He's got Jamie Carr. I had to throw her in because she's on probably the best horse in the race. And boys, hold the phone.
Don't tell me. Is he there?
Here we go, Polly Gray. Now, this will be interesting because we're live, or we're not live, but we're live, and he's got Cairns technology here. This could be interesting. Holy shit.
Oh, he's coming at a perfect time because he doesn't realise that we've given him the compliments that we have.
Oh, the compliments. Yeah.
So he's missed all our lovely compliments.
If our compliments were potato chips, it'd be salt and vinegar.
and we'd be barbecue.
Anyway, so I think the great man's trying to get in, but as we said, he struggles a bit on the Cairns Wi-Fi there. But hopefully he's coming soon. But it just keeps saying, here he is.
Here he is.
Hang on. It just keeps saying joining.
Let him in.
Yeah, I've let him in. Oh, it's connecting to the audio. Oh, I tell you what, if it comes up with that grey camera thing saying his camera doesn't work, I'm gonna.
No. Look at that. It's working.
The
Yeah.
Peaky fucking blinders. Polly Gray, here he is.
Bloody hell.
Whoa.
Hey, mate, well done, mate. We've been
Got a winner,
pumping you
got a
up the
winner.
whole time.
Marto,
Hey,
we've missed you, but you've got that what? Were you selling gelatis or something? You've got your ice cream shirt on.
just come
Where
straight
were
from
ya?
work. I come
Hey?
straight from work, and I didn't want you guys taking a piss out of me again, so I jumped
No,
on, see what's going
we
on.
haven't. We
Hey, but
haven't.
it seemed to work.
Oh.
It seemed to work.
Oh. Marto, we're just getting into the Packnam Cup, mate. You come straight in at the right time. Let's get into it.
Perfect.
Welcome,
Let's do it.
mate. Well done last week. Everyone's
Absolutely.
pretty excited about that.
Big winner.
Anyway,
hell.
Pez has gone 6, 8, 11, and 14. I've gone Mimi's Award. I reckon she's knocking on the door. The hoof's on the till. I think the 8's probably the class horse of the race. Marto loves old man Kayan. Loves it.
Certainly do.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my pick for the cup, to be honest.
right. And not talking about a good idea at all, but I had to throw in a roughie. Threw it in talking about gelato. Peter Jalagotis, one of the biggest crooks in Victorian racing. But we can't say that online. But I love him. I love him as a trainer because this is his price. And this horse has been probably racing for the last 22 years. So long arm, that's my roughie. Anyway, Tassie, you got numbers 1, 5, 9, and 11.
I have gone 1, 5, 9, 11. I think the 1 is the favourite. It's the leader.
Yep.
It's the one they're going to want to be catching. Had to throw it in.
Yep.
The 5 I've thrown in Real Sensation because
Yep.
I don't think it really handled the heavy last time. And I think with a drier track, be it even if it's just soft, it might just bounce back because its form prior to that was very good.
Mm.
DiMaggio's my roughie.
Yep.
It has decent form on the track. It's been racing well, be it in lesser class. But if there's one that's going to stick its head up, I go with it. And I've also got, as you can see there, the Pezza Black Booker.
The Peasant Black
Way to
Booker.
go,
Sorry, mate.
Paula. But I really think that the way that it finished off its race last start, it's due for another win. It is a bit of a non-winner and a gunner, but I think it's due. And guess who's riding it?
Oh, Tony.
Tony favourite.
There she is, the princess.
Oh,
The queen.
dropped out. Marto's just dropped out because maybe he watched it already.
You
But
reckon?
The
He's fallen off his
technology
chair, the poor
is
bloke.
like fair dinkum. You know, he's probably got his missus on the exercise bike trying to get the modem started. Like, anyway, I think you're okay, mate. And then Marto's just dropped out. He's taken off the field with 2, 3, 4, 5, and 12. Tassie, you had one that you think you might have missed.
Yeah, the 14, the Awesome Sun. It was
Yeah.
scratched last Friday from Moonee Valley,
Mm.
and it's in again. Look, a mate of mine, his niece actually is sort of connected. She's a strapper for the Julius stable. Not that she's given us any real info on it.
Right.
Not really.
Mm.
But I just think that, that's the one that he's missed. It's about 8 skins too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is down the bottom there. And I'm
So
really
much.
scared. I think Tony's backed Takumi more times than he's probably backed Jamie Carr. But at 34 skins, I don't know,
Tell
mate.
you
And
what,
then-
that's the smoky. That's the smoky little Johnny Allen.
And you know which jockey always knocks us out of the quaddie. If you do have enough money, please put Frosty Lane, Damien Lane on the 13 and Royal Order for Mickey Kent. Please throw it in because Damien Lane and Brett Preble's probably knocked us out of every quaddie ever. So,
Can I just ask? No, it's a pity that Marto's not here because
Right.
I wanted to ask him. But basically, Tone was our
Yeah.
anchor
yeah,
for the last 10 weeks,
right.
and now we've got Marto as our anchor. But Tone only used to put 4 in and got 10 straight with 4.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
does that mean that Marto's a bigger wanker?
I don't know. Or does that mean
Okay.
Tone is the biggest and the best wanker?
That's I don't know, but you
Yeah,
know what?
that's a
I
good
wish he was
point.
here because I would like him to have write a reply. Do you know what I mean? I wish he was here.
But Taz, we're
Yep.
so good at quaddies. We've never had a chance to be the wanker.
No, no. Hey, my biggest streak, one in a row.
Yeah. I reckon my biggest streak's been 2, #3. But yeah, I'm not too sure about Mardo or Tone, but honestly, when you think about, if you looked at a dictionary about wankers, you'd probably have both of their heads on the similar page. So I'm not too sure, Tassie, but I like it. Now, don't get upset at all the peeps and the pirates. We're just putting a W in front of anchor, and it just sounds like wanker. We're not saying that they both like masturbating or they both like are not really good blokes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
actually,
it's W for winning, isn't it? It's W for winning.
We probably could.
The winning anchor.
We could.
Well, let's hope so.
You
There
know,
he is.
now, Tone, you love a pun. We could possibly call you a wanker.
First cab off the rank.
Right, there we go. The wanker, the punny, that's punny. Tony's favourite pun was always the zebra to the lion asking, are you game? But anyway, let's move on, Tone. The zebra. So when he explained, Tone, the zebra's game, and then it said to the lion, who usually eats it, are you? Oh, right, okay, we don't explain it, Tone. We don't get. Now, Tone, anyway, Joshy Parr, 2 strikes, is that right?
He gets 2, he's had 1.
Okay, now I know we've got your titanium tip lighted up. Here we go. The analytics tell us, Taz, Marto, it's all about Polly Gray and it's all about the titanium tip. Barney, what's Barney doing this week, Marto?
Barney, he's back in my tip and he's thrown the rest in the bin.
Really? Well, we are a chance this week. If Poisonous on Peter Von Dark is off, we're a chance.
We can't say too much because you're right.
All right.
Winners are grinners.
All right, here we go, Marto. Tone's found us for us. It's fantastic. It's awesome. Joshy Parr with the 2 strikes. Let's hope it's Joshy Parr for the 3rd and final.
Yes.
Here we go. The Tones fill up the Meadows. Race 9, number 7, Gypsy Yankee. Gypsy Yankee, the Meadows.
Tone, you finally found a horse, beat a small one without a jockey
on it.
Hey,
Hey, Tony, is the Meadows a metropolitan track? What's going on, Tone?
The Meadows, golly.
Is that yours, Tone?
Is that yours, Tone? Is that the titanium tip?
It certainly isn't. No.
But you said, I don't like the little monkeys that ride the big horses.
Really?
What?
Would I say something like that?
All right, enough fun and games there, mate. You're not on the dish lickers yet, are you, mate? You're not on the dishes yet. But coming soon after Joshy Parr gets his 3rd strike. But the great man's got to back 1 and 1 only. And I'll tell you what, after she's done dirty deeds and he's had a bit of a rant, she's going to be smoking cigars and smoking Romans. The great man himself. What have you done, Tone?
Jamie's back. She's on Smoking Romans, and I reckon she's just ready to roll. She's going to ride 5 or at least 4 on Saturday, no doubt. Taz is right. She's probably got the quaddie. Yep, Smoking Romans for me in the cup. Got to go with Jamie Carr.
Wow.
Form's good. It
Wow.
is a classy horse. It's reasonably priced, but it is a tough race, of course. Yes.
Wow.
But I'll take the 350.
So do you reckon she's going to ride 3
I'm
or
not
4?
putting me money on that scumbag, that oxygen bandit, Big Boy Roy in Sydney. I'm sorry. I'm sticking with Jamie.
All
So
right.
we're jumping on Big Boy Roy then.
Yeah. Big Boy Roy's Big Boy Roy's just like halved.
Big Boy Roy win.
Yeah.
Will do.
All right. I'm excited, Tone.
Too.
So you've waited for your queen to come back, and then you've just jumped on the most sexual type horse that you could think of, old Smoking Romans. Now I know, Tone, back in the day in Launceston, you and your orgies, we used to, your feasts. You used to take a carcass of a lamb and just smash it down for 3 days with a couple of Pepsis. Bullshit.
Yeah, I've got the Pepsi right here. Here it is.
Yeah, we lost him. There we go. Talking about
around then?
hey?
Was Cascade around then when Tone was drinking and eating?
Oh,
or not?
that stuff's down south. Yeah.
You know,
down
you
in
know what,
Hobart.
you know what they called it back then, mate. There was no Cascade or Bogues or anything. It was just called ale.
Ale.
It's ale.
You've been
So
watching
you had an
TV
ale.
news.
He had an ale. That's all. He didn't know what it was. It was just in a fucking copper jug.
You're mental, honestly.
All right, here we go. Now,
Honeymoon.
Tone, I think everyone's going to be on Gypsy Yankee for Andrea Daly. We don't know the price.
Could you imagine it wins?
Wow.
Oh,
It's going to have
Oh
my
my
money
God.
on it now. But we
Pez
love a
is on.
Yankee here. We love a Yankee. Smoking Romans. Pez has found one. I've been waiting for 2 weeks. I've
I
actually
knew it,
done a
I
couple of
knew
extra
it, I knew
part-time
it.
jobs. I've done it. I've loaded up. I'm ready to go. Race 7, number 5. She's a charmer. She came back over an unsuitable distance over 1,000 metres and screamed home for third. She was absolutely bollocked last start. A tragedy beaten. Absolutely flew home from Mission Impossible. Left Bright Diamond in the wake. So don't worry about Pikey and his little pink and white sash cross. She's a charmer from barrier 4. She finally draws a barrier. Paddy Carberry's just going to be going, just wait, girl. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. And he'll get around the bend. She won't crab around it like she usually does. And he'll just lay down and go. She's a charmer, and Bright Diamond will be like, oh, no. She's has got it.
Pezza,
Yes.
they're not going to try to box her in there, are they?
No way, mate. Paddy's, it's going to open up like Moses, like parting the Red Sea, mate. It's going to be amazing around that bend. They're all going to spread wide, and then Pike is going to be behind, and then she's just going to steal the pinch the break and win by a length and a half. Ease down, ears pricked, and Paddy will be rubbing her on the neck going, good girl.
Beautiful.
Yes. Well, that's
It's almost.
That's
I mean,
what
I'm almost excited.
that's what I'm dreamt about for the last 2 weeks after her last run, which was absolutely knocked over, trying to crab around the bend from barrier 11. So I reckon Saturday's the day, and I don't know, Marto's probably on the old Phillips pink and white, whatever they fucking are, Bright Diamond. What do you reckon, mate?
Yeah.
No, not in this
Marto?
race, mate. I don't mind. She's a charmer in this race. I think Pikey's going to be too far back, and let's say he misses a kick, so he's not going to get there. She's a charmer's going to be in a prime spot.
Yeah.
I like your pick this week, mate. I really do.
Thanks, mate. I reckon
Nice
she gets
one.
over a bit, the right ground over the 14, and she's just going to be too strong at the end. Because remember, this girl, she won the Oaks last year. Don't worry about that. She can get up to the
That's
1800.
right.
So
So
she just,
hang on, Marto, your comfort girl. What race was that in?
That was race 5, wasn't it?
race 5.
All right. That's all right.
Yeah,
I was
race
just
five.
curious because if it was a running double, but I mean, it's all right. We're taking a Yankee, but I was thinking a running double as well. But that's fine.
Oh, you can still have a double race 5 into race 7. That sounds all right to me. Over at
Race
Ascot.
5, number 6, comfort
Yeah.
play. There we go. Beautiful. Marto, did you want to say anything about we sort of you
Yeah.
dropped out on us, and have you got
Oh,
anything?
no, my laptop dropped out. All my notes are on my phone, but
Yeah.
look, there's the obvious there with the favourites and the ones in
Yep.
the money. Number 12, I don't mind that one. I've got to have number 2 in. Look,
Okay.
forget his last couple of runs. They were just too short. So he wasn't expected to do anything. And, mate, that's stable. It's got 2 runners in there, and I think the winner comes from one of those 2. It's
There
the
you go.
what is
Eustace.
it? Eustace.
Yeah.
Eustace, yeah. And
Geez,
Yeah,
I
mate,
like
look-
Price. Will Price can win a race in the last 2. He hasn't been
Well,
best
yeah.
one of those. And then you've got slip into this for Tone.
slip into this, I don't mind it.
Mm.
It's not bad. It's out of the right kind of distance. It does need the right kind of run to get there. But as I said, I mean, you've got to have the favourite in there, Kissinger.
Mm.
Kissinger.
Kissinger,
what's the
yeah.
other- Yeah, Roselle. You got
yeah.
to have him there with Brett Preble on.
Yeah. Yeah, Roselle,
look,
yeah, for sure.
If our mantra just gets the right run, it's definitely at the right distance. Last run was 1,500. This is a big jump to 2,000, but this is where he's more comfortable at. If you have a look at his record at the, was it just a 2,000 meter race?
Yep.
It's it's not too bad, and just needs the right run. And Ma Eustace there, sneaky little buggers. They just put them in the right race at the right time. If it comes in, we've just blown everybody else out the quaddie pool, and we are gonna get paid something shocking.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
Tony will be slipping into something, and if our mantra buddy gets up in the last set. Now, Tony, we've created history. This is the shortest Pezzers push into the titanium ever. $13.65 beats our record of $15.65.
Wow.
Ooh. Hey, but
Jeez.
Pezza, you know what this means, boys? This just means that the bookies are onto us.
Yeah.
So they know what we're going to pick, and they've shortened the prices down on us, so we can't get too much value out of our picks.
There we go. $270 with Junior Yankee 4 away this week. Marto's already told us this in his little video. So get along there.
Can we give Marto a little bit of a right to reply? Because when he dropped out, we did call him the new wanker. I mean, the new anchor. So we've got to give him a right to reply.
You call me whatever you want, because if my tips win, I don't care.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
I mean, it's only fair because you did drop out, and we put the W in front of you. We've given you plenty of credit for your win.
Here at Team Pulpy, the last leg of the quaddie, being called the wanker is considered an honour.
Yeah. Well, it's on the bucket list for me and Taz because we've never been.
We're working our way down, aren't we?
I'll tell Jamie that.
Now, Tone, I know you got the goosebumps, and in Japanese we say torihara. Torihara, Tone. I know you're all excited about Jamie.
Chicken skin.
Seriously, serious question. Jamie comes back. Do you think she's going to get a little bit of banter across because crowds are allowed at the tracks now if you're fully vaccinated? Do you think she's going to cop a bit over the fence?
Oh, you never know. You know what Aussies are like, Yeah, someone might have a bit of a crack now and then, but she's the queen. So, you don't pick on the queen because she's delivering the Christmas coin to everyone. So,
yeah. But it's interesting, though, because she's the best jockey in the game. She's top of the sport, and she's a chick. So I think if it was a bloke, it'd be pretty much, it'd be quite, you'd buy a ticket to it. But I think, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? Like to see how hard people go.
It's at Pakenham, and the track's going to be full of yobbos, so they're not going to be.
Yeah, sorry guys, we just ran out of time again. Pez's time management skills are about as good as his tips. But anyway, Marto, we're just talking about, how much Jamie might cop over the fence, being the sport.
What I was saying was, I mean, she's at the top of her game. She is the gun jockey in Victoria, right? There's no arguing that. But I'm just saying that as Aussies, we're not afraid to knock down tall poppies. It's up to those individuals to pick themselves up and carry on and prove us all wrong. Because, like I said, Pakenham, there's going to be some gentlemen there, of course, but it's going to be a track full of yobbos as well. So they're not going to be afraid to throw a bit of mud at her and see how she reacts. Because they might be betting against her. But like I said, it's up to that individual to get back up and say, well, stuff is all. I am the best, and this is what I can do.
Yeah.
Marto, I agree with you. So when you go home and you watch this, okay, especially the start of it, please remember that. All right? Please remember that.
It was all chocolates and strawberries at the start, mate. Don't worry about that. There were no salt and vinegar chips anywhere, Marto. Now, Tone, I think Jamie might need a bodyguard. I reckon you're the man to do it.
Yes, well, I can put him for the position, but look, I'm really into this. I'm going to become a steward first, not at the dog track either.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to become a steward. Taz is trying to find me a job. But
anyway, well, Jamie will be all right because you're not that great at the tech. You wouldn't be able to take a little sneaky video or video and drop it on Instagram or anything. You'd be ringing us up on the old landline going, "Hey boys, you wouldn't imagine what's happening here."
Tone, I think you've got the job of a steward mixed up. You were thinking about the car park attendant, weren't you? The guy that stands in and ushers the cars.
The old
They're
blue
called
coat.
car park attendants. Isn't that what you were thinking?
Not exactly the position that I'd like.
I think the missus is home.
Get some good mail, though.
But I do have a present for Marto after his win last week.
Oh,
I've got a present here for you.
wow.
And
Merry
yes,
Christmas.
it's a Heinz, because Mardo's good with the multi.
Oh,
So
I love a
here-
Heinz.
here's me Heinz for Saturday.
Oh,
Are you
no.
ready?
Oh,
Here we go. Sydney race
Oh,
1.
oh.
Nikki's Fling. I haven't got the numbers. I'm just going to give you the names. Nikki's Fling. Then we've got, I'll stay in Sydney. Sydney race 8. Too much caviar. Too much
yeah, I like
caviar. Pakenham. I've got to stick with Smoke and Roses as Jamie gets the
Smoking
job
Romans,
done.
big boy.
Oh, he's already thinking about it. Jamie Carr.
Nikki, Mardo, Nikki Sling's number 1 in the first at Rose Hill, if that helps.
One. Yeah, not a bad chance. It's not bad at all.
And then hang on, Tony, what was it? Black caviar or something? Yeah, too much caviar.
caviar.
Number
much caviar.
3,
I like
number 3 in the race 8.
Yes.
It topped my numbers there. It really does top my numbers there in race 8.
There we
So I
go.
like
There
that
we
one.
go.
Good.
There we go.
Pakenham
Yeah,
race
yeah.
7. I've got to stick with Smoke and Roman.
Yep.
Smoke and Romans, I should say.
Two more
Yep.
next. What do you got?
After that, we move across to Tassie Town, Morfordville
Oh, no.
race 9.
Oh no.
Sarah.
Oh, well, you don't have any numbers there, I'm pretty sure.
No, not at all. I hope you got mail on that one, Tony.
All right, finish us off with a bit of value because I tell you what,
I've got value. I've
This-
got good value.
we're
in Ascot.
losing subscribers as this is happening.
Yeah, some
Ascot
nice value,
race-
Tony.
Okay, Ascot race 6, Flying Missile. Get on yesterday.
Bit of
You know,
What
value.
price it, Tony?
Bit of value. What price, Tom?
$1.40?
And we finish off with even more value. Ascot race 8, Western Empire.
Oh, the $1.40 favourite.
Oh,
There we go.
But it won't lose. Last
Mardo.
week's going to win.
Mardo, I think he's having a bit of a swipe there of you, mate, saying how he's tipped value in the last 2 for you, $1.50 and $1.40.
Well, we
Yeah, I
all
know
know
that.
they both should win. So
Yes,
you know,
they should.
they should win, shouldn't they?
Yes.
Guys, what should I edit this and
Don't put it up. We don't want people to lose money.
oh,
But I can just have a look at it. I might back it so they'll all lose anyway. So
there we go. Oh,
Well, you get the last 2 legs. You're
I'm
going to get a
just-
3 to 1 return.
well, they're a chance. They're all in the market, and
Yeah.
I'm just looking at Taz's face, like as a reaction for our people watching this show, and yeah, it's not great. But well done, Tone.
I mean, I love the value that he's found. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
yeah,
Look,
yeah,
I see where this
I
is
wouldn't be
going.
surprised. You know,
You're
Tony, you know
taking
what'll
the
probably
piss out of
happen?
my sports multis.
yeah.
Hey, you
That's
know
what
what'll
he's
happen? They'll win, but they'll pay more for the place.
Yeah, the $1.08 the win and $1.14 the place. Well done, Tone.
you clowns were telling me before, don't look for value, look for winners. So that's what I've done.
Oh, well done.
Well done, mate. The big
There
man.
you go.
Jeez,
Sometimes
that's what
it does.
happens when the great
Oh.
one gets an idea. Fuck hell. Like seriously. Yes, mate.
Because last week, as
Yeah.
we wrapped up the show,
Yeah.
I mean, I know that we digressed and we talked a little bit about footy, didn't we?
Oh no.
We don't need to talk a lot about it, right?
Oh,
And you bagged the Blues, didn't you?
absolutely.
You did,
because-
didn't you?
Yes. Oh yes.
And that's okay because, and you missed your quaddie leg, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
And it was the Blue Army that got you,
The
wasn't
blue,
it?
the blue Battlers got me. The blue army got me.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying. I don't want to talk
Instant
footy,
karma.
but
Yeah.
don't knock the Blue Boys because the Blue
Yeah.
Army got you.
I love the Blue Army too. Like I'm a big fan. As I said, the Ruffy King, Cadetta back in the day, I had a double with Isarian. It was a really good horse for the Blue Battlers. Really, really good horse back then. So I love the Blue Battlers. Don't worry about that. But yeah, I missed it last week, didn't I? Geez, how do you leave an Oliver with a Blue Battler like out of anything? So
You just didn't want to get on it because it reminded you of Carlton. That's the only reason.
oh yeah. I didn't mind the old rattling the tins and the Salvation Army digs, but a couple of our pirates didn't like it. So,
You know why though? Because they were there doing the tin rat.
oh, that's right.
I
There was a lot of
remember the
hours
day.
put in. There was a lot of hours put in. Yes, yes. Tone, thanks for, I'm not sure what, but as Mardo told us, we're going to get 4 up this week. We're all a bit of a chance, and I reckon we load up. I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to take out a loan for She's a Charmer. And Taz, thanks very much for coming, mate. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, never a chore, as I say. I value being on the show. I appreciate being on the show, and Chocky will be up again. We'll get some winners up there again.
Awesome.
And,
the man about town in South Australia. Don't you worry about that.
And what I do also want to say before we go, Mardo, well done. Holly Gray, 1 in 48, perfect. I shaved because of it. So well done.
Good on you.
I wanted to
just had
impress
get
you.
on,
I thought if I can't.
Mardo, thanks for driving home at breakneck speeds. The beautiful Whitfield
I
there.
broke
And
a couple of land speed records there. There's a red and blue flashing light out front of my face now. Checking the next plate.
to get on the pod. And Tone, final thoughts, mate. I'll leave you take it away with Jamie Carr. One last word.
Jamie Carr. Quaddy. That's all I can think is quaddy. Taz just says go 1 out on the quaddy on Jamie Carr. I'm thinking about it.
I know. She hasn't got a ride in the last leg. So what is she got to do, Taz?
She's going to go car,
Car, field.
bang, take the field, bang.
Car, field. Bang, Tone. Away you go. Big boy. Bangity bang.
There it is.
And you'll
That's
be
it.
dirty
That's it.
deeds done dirt cheap, smoking Romans into bloody slip into this.
Ranting.
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 Good luck, guys. Thanks for coming. I'll get this up. To all the potty subscribers, please like and subscribe, share it around, and of course, join us for a bit of fun in our Facebook page where we're pushing 700 Polty peeps, pirates, pilferers, whatever you want to call them. We're getting there.
We're getting there. And we're going to, like Mardo said, we're going to go 4 from 4 this week. Like the
Bloody
tips, look them all. Yeah.
I'll be bloody disappointed if we're not 4 from 4 or 3 from 4 next week. Jesus Christ, we're all bloody juicy little Bobby Dazzlers.
I reckon Mardo said it. He called it. We're 4 from 4.
Yes.
And if not, maybe we'll go, what was the ad here in Australia? 3 for 3?
Yeah.
Remember that ad?
Well, I'm really keen on She's a Charmer. I know Mardo's up and about his Ascot little runner. Tone, well, we've got the Omen and we've got the fairy tale there riding the cup for Jamie Carr. We're just a little bit worried about the Scottish legend.
Yeah, well, I was to be honest, I'll throw this one in. I'll tell you the truth. The other option for my Fister, it's about 30 to 1. I looked at it. It was Lashes. So it's running in Sydney. It's 30 to 1. It's been freshened up. Its trial form has been sensational, but you can't trust it.
Yeah.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I just couldn't trust it. But I'll probably have a sneaky, gold coin on it myself. But geez, I tell you what, it would have thrown some value in. But I've gone with the Welsh legend because you know what?
It's good.
I look at Mardo and I think of him as a Welsh legend.
I do have Welsh blood in me too. How about that?
All right, boys. Thanks a lot. Like and
Cheers,
subscribe.
boys.
All the best. Good boys. Jamie Barr, straight to the car. Now, welcome back, our queen.
Thanks.